Today's video is brought to you by Purple Monkey Content and Wow Factor Files the channel. Sounds of doom heard all around the world. Some people are saying this is proof our world is coming to an end. Others are saying this is our government attacking. Listen first, then we'll dive into the possible causes.
Your discretion advised.
All over the world, a disturbing sonic phenomenon is disturbing people in rural areas to their very core. Although many have heard the sound, no one can seem to explain the source. Speculation and heaven. Originally heard in early 2008, yet today, the phenomenon still continues. So what are these strange sounds people are hearing and recording around the world? Could this
Have you heard these sounds in real life? Tell us in the comments. If you have any theories about where the sounds are coming from, let us know what you're thinking below. While you're down
all
there,
over
go
the
ahead and
world,
press
a
that like
disturbing
and
sonic
subscribe
phenomenon
button.
is disturbing
And we'll keep
people in
bringing you
rural
out of this
areas to
world
their very
content.
core. Although many have heard the sound, no one can seem to explain the source. Speculation.
Let's dive into the theories. Number 1. The Apocalypse. Number 2. The Book of Revelations.
Missiles launched.
It will be no more. When the second angel sounds his trumpet, a large big mountain on fire, something huge, will fall from the sky and fall straight down into the sea. At that very moment, the sea will be turned to blood, just like in the days of Moses, and millions of sea creatures will die, and of all the world's ships will be sunk. Now let me ask you a question. Does that sound like those strange sounds that we've been hearing very recently? Well, before we make a clear decision, let's first consider this mind-blowing fact. When the third angel sounds his trumpet, the Bible says a vast, huge star will come crashing down to the earth and will pollute many of the waters of the earth. Many of the fresh water systems will taste bitter. What is the name of this star? It's called wormwood. But if you have a Ukrainian Bible in front of you, some translations of the Ukrainian Bible say this word, wormwood, can also mean Chernobyl. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that very interesting? And if you visit Chernobyl for any reason you decide to go there, if you stand in the town centre, there you will find the Chernobyl Star Memorial. What is the Chernobyl Star Memorial? Well, it's an angel blowing a trumpet. But we're going to come back to that in a moment's time. When the fourth angel sounds his trumpet, the Bible says that a third of the light that is given out by the sun, the moon and the stars will be darkened. It's almost as if God has said to the people, okay, for your whole life you've said, I choose darkness over the light of Christ. I choose my sin and to hide in the shadows over being in the light of God's word. If you want to live like that, fine, you can have darkness. And some Bible commentators believe that this particular judgment could be describing a nuclear winter, where literally millions and millions of tons of soot have been emitted into the stratosphere that it's nearly impossible for direct sunlight to reach down to Earth. And things get colder, things get darker, crops begin to fail, and people find it very hard to survive. But, over to you. What do you think? Do you think so far that these trumpets are sounding like the same sound?
HAARP is harp.
President of Venezuela blamed earthquake. He blamed HARP for that. They can make flights crash or disappear, and allegedly can set the atmosphere like on fire,
causing earthquakes and tsunamis, unimaginable chaos and ruin. Or so the conspiracy theory goes. In the second edition of Doom Tech, we're looking at the HARP research facility situated in Alaska, USA. Conspiracy theorists have linked the HARP project to earthquakes and tsunamis all over the globe. Calamities blamed on HARP by conspiracy theorists include the Haiti earthquake, which struck on 12th January 2010. The magnitude 7 earthquake killed over 3 lakh people. The Japan earthquake and tsunami of March 2011 have also been linked to HARP. The magnitude 9 quake killed over 80,000 people. The Chile earthquake and tsunami of February 2010 were also caused by HARP, according to some accounts. The 8.8 magnitude Templar caused over 500 deaths. A massive landslide in the Philippines in 2006 has also been linked to HARP. It has killed more than 1,000 people.
Yeah, watch Wi-Fi
These
on the line.
conspiracy theories are not limited to some sections of the internet. You Even some world leaders have openly propagated these claims. In 2010, then-President of Iran, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, said recent floods in Pakistan had been caused by the HARP project's electromagnetic waves. He also accused European nations of draining rain clouds before they
There's a
could
bunch of
reach
world
Iran,
leaders that
causing
believe about
water
it.
shortages in the country. The same year,
You hear me?
then-President of
A bunch
Venezuela,
of world
Hugo
leaders actually
Chavez,
believe that
said
HARP caused the
tectonic
shit in there.
weapons tested
Yeah,
by America had caused the deadly
bunch of them.
earthquake. Chavez claimed that it was just
Haiti
6
pink results
months
test
before
before
America
U.S.
uses
uses
the
weapon
weapon
on
on
Iran.
Iran. Despite such loud proclamations, conspiracy theorists don't explain how some antennae in the US could cause quakes thousands of kilometers away. Instead, they claim that the details are closely guarded by the American government. So, what exactly is the HARP project? HARP is an acronym for High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program.
Outside Anchorage, Alaska, a man was filming the aurora borealis. It was a spectacular show, but the vision he'd remember would not be in the sky. He packed up his gear and headed down the mountain. He encountered a woman coming up.
Miss, you alright?
He would later describe her as looking zombified.
Miss, can you hear me? Hey!
He headed down and reported what he saw. Could the light show above have caused the woman's strange behavior? Bizarre stories have surrounded the aurora borealis throughout time. Legends claim it makes people act violently, or even become self-destructive. Why did this woman wander into the wilderness, and where did she go? Whatever the cause, she was reported missing that night and never seen again. Inside the vast frontier of Alaska is a mysterious triangle, where each year, 5 out of every 1,000 people go missing through an Alaskan forest.
A couple years ago, I was out bird watching, a favorite place of mine near Fairbanks. I was tracking a pair of downy woodpeckers when something changed. I felt compelled to look up at the sky, and something about the way the clouds moved was eerie. And then suddenly I was filled with fear and panic. I just started running. There was nothing behind me. I don't know what I was running from. I can't really explain it. It was almost like an out-of-body experience. When I kind of caught my breath and started to calm down, I realized I was utterly lost. Thank God I had my compass. I was exhausted. I was miles from the road. Quite honestly, I don't know where I would be if I didn't have my compass that day.
Anxious to get a first to get there.
Where are we at?
Kona is here, and the HARP facility is about 8 miles outside of that.
We still haven't heard from HARP, and online there are reports saying the facility is shut down. But we still want to check it out, so we decided we're going to go up there and have a look, even though we don't have permission.
I'd be real interested in taking some readings, because I think, if they're technically shut down, then we shouldn't be getting any readings on any instrumentation.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah?
We think that a covert investigation into HARP might give us some insight into what happened to Stephanie and some of the other missing people in Alaska, as well as answering some of the questions raised by Dr. Begich. It's a risk to go there uninvited, but it's a risk we've got to take.
Alaska, a land of massive mountains, immense forests, and huge numbers of missing people. More than 3,000 per year are reported lost in this vast expanse. Could some of them be victims of mind control? The government-run HARP facility is known to pour massive amounts of radiation into the skies, and they're not alone. Similar facilities have sprung up the world over. Japan, China, India, Norway, Brazil, Peru. The list goes on. The original version, Sura, was built by the Soviet Union in the early 80s. Like HARP, they claim to be studying radio waves in the upper atmosphere. But some people believe their true goal was spy technology. With Sura able to eavesdrop on any wireless communication around the world, with similar claims being leveled at HARP, the team wants to know what's truly happening at this secret facility.
Yeah, it's looking by the odometer here. We're about 2 miles out.
The possible effects of a facility like HARP are pretty frightening. A study in Russia showed that a rise in geomagnetic activity, which causes auroras, translated to a rise in anxiety, depression, even suicide. Is that what Sura was trying to duplicate? Is that what HARP wants to control? It's important we find out what's going on.
You know, I'm assuming if this is open, they've got surveillance all around, cameras, audio, everything. So we think about one of us sitting in the car while the other two of us see if we can get on foot as close as possible.
So we're talking about a getaway vehicle?
In a sense, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
We're here, Ken.
This is HARP. I don't see any signs.
Hey, a light just came on. You see that?
Oh, man.
A different line turned on right there by the edge of the building.
Yeah, this is creepy.
There's definitely some activity here.
All right, guys. What do we do now?
Guys, I think we're here. Might as well take some readings.
I want to get as close as we can.
Sounds good.
Tom, come here, switch seats with me.
Everything I've heard about this place is extremely unsettling. I'm really not sure what to expect at this point.
I think we might have spotlights up here. Just be prepared for that.
We know that HARP was designed to emit electromagnetic radiation, possibly across all different wavelengths. So we're going to use our EMF to see if that's happening. There's actually a sign that says that this facility is controlled by the United States Air Force. It's top secret, no entrance.
Oh, what's that? Oh, dude, it's redlining. Check that out.
This thing is not off. It is not decommissioned.
These electromagnetic surges that I'm picking up with my instruments could in fact indicate that HARP is broadcasting some kind of rays into the atmosphere. And this in turn could be affecting the surrounding environment.
Yeah, I'm getting crazy readings, man.
What other readings can we take while we're here?
I've got the spectrometer. We can do some audio frequency readings here. Well, that's interesting. We're definitely getting a spike.
Oh, you're gonna have to help me. What's that mean?
It means we're getting some type of audio wave we can't hear.
That's how mind control works, man.
As Nick Begich said, they align pretty much with brainwave activity.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I say let's do the drone.
Yeah.
Let's get that part done.
Yeah, but check it out. We got all these power lines here.
Yeah, no kidding.
We can't fly here. Let's step back like 100 yards.
That'll work.
You okay with that?
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, let's just go. Just go. We don't have a lot of time at this point, and we're feeling very uncomfortable. But we've got to get some readings from the air to see exactly how active this facility is. Our drone is equipped with an HD infrared camera that has a 30 times optical zoom. This will show us everything in this place to a fine detail.
Here we go. Go. There we go. You okay?
No. Feeling really...
Take a knee. I barely get the drone off the ground, and suddenly Ken's doubling over. I have no idea what's going on with him.
Like, my stomach is in knots. Man, I'm sorry, dude. I gotta go. We gotta go.
I'm bringing it home. This has all the marks of a stomach bug. Maybe it's something that Ken ate? The fact that we are right outside of HARP may be affecting Ken's subconscious and making this way worse. Well, lean against me.
I don't feel right, man.
Hold on. We gotta get this down. It's not cooperating. It's just hanging up there. I'm having trouble controlling the drone. It's like something's interfering with the signal. Hang in there, Ken. This drone has been through a lot, so there might just be a glitch going on. But at this point, I don't really care why things are happening. I want to get Ken out of here for his own sake. It's almost down. It's almost down. Okay. All right, it's down. I can come back for it. Wait. The car.
I'm here.
Come on. Stand up. Tommy!
Fear for Nicole Dennis after a life-changing experience in her youth.
A few years ago, I was home with my older brother in my kitchen. We were just washing dishes, and all of a sudden, I got this screaming pain in my head. Just out of nowhere, this loud pounding, and it hurt so badly, I dropped what I was doing, and I just grabbed my head, hoping it would stop. And then I looked and noticed my brother was experiencing the same thing. It was terrifying. And then after a few seconds, it stopped. And I asked my brother what that was, but he didn't answer. He just quietly walked out of the house. And he never returned. He wouldn't have just left us. Something changed in that day. I am so terrified that it's going to happen to me.
Based on Ken's extreme experience near Harp, Jack sets up a meeting with another possible victim named Wes that he found through a support group online.
Hey, how you doing?
Jax wants to see if there's any sort of pattern to these attacks.
So, tell me a little bit
What do you think is causing the sounds? Hit that like and subscribe button. We need your help to grow this new channel and to continue bringing you awesome, mind-boggling content. This I hope you guys enjoy this content. Brought to you by Purple Monkey Content and Wow Factor Files, the channel